Salve onorevoli, rieccoci qui in un nuovissimo episodio. Siamo su The Council, io sono l'Arax di Cormaris e nello scorso episodio ci eravamo lasciati con il nostro arrivo nella camera di Perù che sembrava ultra addolorato. Diamo un'occhiata un po' qua.
Pattern with 4 circles.
Abbiamo la chiave. Miele! E lettere?
Dear Monsieur Peru, I'm writing to thank you for the funds you sent. These funds will be crucial for the renovation of the western wing of the orphanage. The children you sent are doing marvelously well, and little Pierre will soon be walking. Some of them still sometimes suffer nightmares about their parents on the scaffold, but I expect they will cease in due course. Should you decide to send us more, please note that another 20 beds will soon be ready. The children and myself will never thank you enough. Long live the Republic. Long live France. Sister Marie-Hélène. All right. I've retrieved everything.
C'è da dire allora. E tra l'altro ci ha dato il l'acqua di Melissa. Yay. Che c'è una problematica. Questa lettera dello scorso episodio che riguardava un ipotetico amore di Jacques Perou o è verso un bambino, non nel senso che è un pedofilo, nel senso che o ci tiene un bambino oppure è proprio una ragazza. Quello che è sicuro è che a quanto pare si sta pentendo, si è già pentito di ciò che ha fatto durante la rivoluzione.
All right, have you finished?
Not quite. I'd like you to answer a few questions.
Che significa vi piace picchiare le donne? Hai ancora la pistola?
You were armed the night of my arrival. Can I see your weapon?
No.
You do realize you're not helping, don't you? You're making it worse for yourself. I know you were at the scene. We will save a lot of time if you just tell me what happened.
You know nothing at all.
Enlighten me then. For now, I have your footprint in a pool of blood.
That's right. The only thing you can prove is one of my boots was at the scene. Congratulations, you've wrapped up the investigation.
No, non mi
All right,
convince.
have you finished?
Not quite. I'd like you to answer a few questions.
Ci conviene andare più sulla manipolazione perché come vediamo lui è debole psicologicamente. L'interrogatorio non mi sembra una scelta particolarmente brillante dal momento che lui era un giudice e credo che l'interrogatorio faceva parte proprio del
I'd
suo
like to talk
stile.
about the letter you're writing. What woman is it addressed to?
Who says it's a woman? I'm not saying any more. There's no point you insisting.
Quindi era un bambino.
All right, have you finished?
Not quite. I'd like you to answer a few questions.
Ma visto che ne abbiamo 5, utilizziamoli. Ecco appunto immune. Era abbastanza prevedibile.
2 days ago, I surprised you having a go at Miss Adams. What happened? Did you want to give her another beating? She wouldn't let you push her around again, huh?
Shut up, you little shit! You have no idea what happened, and here you are, carping away. You think you're investigator of the year. Have you taken a look at yourself, de Richet?
Didn't you get enough beating her black and blue the last time?
I did not!
Non molliamo.
Why?
Nothing. Get away from me.
Just as soon as you stop treating me like I'm an idiot. If you wanted people to think you were guilty, you couldn't have done any better. So cut the bullshit and come clean now.
I can't! He'll come for revenge.
Who?
No one! Just shut your trap, goddammit! Yes, I was there. Yes, I walked in her blood. You've got all you need to wrap it up. Now scram!
C'è qualcosa che non mi convince in tutto questo. È ora di andare da Bonaparte. Vediamo cosa ci dice il nostro amico. Cioè amico. Manco per il cazzo amico. questa stanza già l'abbiamo vista di fondo. Però diamogli un'altra occhiata per sicurezza. Qui nulla, nulla. Chiuso, come sempre, ci mancherebbe. Ok. Speravo avesse aggiunto qualcos'altro. Questa è una cosa un po' brutta. Potrebbero aggiungere più spesso oggetti nella camera.
There's just one hole in
Rieccoci.
Bonaparte's gear, and the pistol is missing. On the other hand, his cleaning equipment is in mint condition. That's typical of the soldier in him.
Quindi gli manca una pistola. E le pistole sono pulite, ma quella che abbiamo trovato è sporca, di sangue secco. Sta diventando tutto molto più complicato.
It's a beautiful weapon. A lovely damask blade. It's marked with the initials of the manufacturer in Versailles.
Perché dovresti aver capito che ora quindi è immune alla cosa? Talenti. Ufficiale. Scopri tutte le immunità e le vulnerabilità di Napoleone Bonaparte. Ok. Così. Ma quante ne ha, per curiosità? Una vulnerabilità e 2 immunità. Perù ha 2 vulnerabilità e quindi dovrà avere un'immunità. Emma non lo sappiamo, però Emily sappiamo che è immune alla logica. Questo direi che ci basta. E il resto, mio amico.
Monsieur de Richet, please be quick. We are both very busy.
Possiedi una pistola?
As any good soldier would, I imagine you own a firearm. May I see it?
Oh, well, if you really want to, here is my pistol. Don't worry, it is not loaded.
Do you have several of these?
In Corsica, oui, but not on me when I am traveling. Only a bandit would carry such an arsenal.
Thank you.
Non mi convince.
Someone saw you not far from the victim's room. Can you tell me what you were doing exactly, please?
I can tell you that someone is an idiot. I wanted to warn her to be careful. You see, on the night of my arrival, I saw someone leaving her room in haste, and I wanted to speak to her, to warn her. Unfortunately, the young lady slipped through my fingers each time. Now I know why. She had every reason to be worried. What an idiot I was not to insist. I could have helped her.
Non mi convince.
I've been studying him for a while now, and I don't think he was lying. Yet, I'm surprised how easy it was for me to read him. It must surely be his military side. I wish they all could be like that. My investigation would be finished already.
Effettivamente.
Did you hear about young Elizabeth?
Indeed, it is deeply regrettable.
Lord Mortimer asked
I
me
know.
to...
You no doubt want to know my alibi. I spent the night downstairs playing cards.
Con chi?
Can you tell me who was present at the game, please?
Well, there were Lord Mortimer, President Washington, and Sir Gregory.
Thank you.
Ah, and His Eminence Piaget as well. Excuse me, I nearly forgot him. Poor soul.
Qualcuno se n'è andato prima?
Did any of you leave during the game?
Not that I know of, monsieur. I didn't exactly spend my time noting the other guests' comings and goings, but I don't think so.
Thank you.
Fino a che ora?
What time did the game end?
I can't say exactly. As for me, I must have stayed until midnight. I was exhausted, couldn't think straight, so I preferred to go up to bed.
On your way up to bed, did you notice anything out of the ordinary?
No, not in the least. The whole manor was sound asleep.
Not really. No.
È caduto qualcosa fuori dal normale?
Did you notice anything unusual during the evening?
Nothing at all, except the luck of the devil of Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory at cards.
Did they win much?
Oh la la, monsieur, they cleaned us out more like. But I plan on getting it all back before we leave.
Ok, non importa. Gli
Someone
chiediamo di
saw
questo
you
per
not
chiedere
far from the victim's room.
chi
Can you
pensava
tell
di
me
aver
what you were
visto.
doing exactly, please?
I can tell you that someone is an idiot. I wanted to warn her to be careful. You see, on the night of my arrival, I saw someone leaving her room in haste, and I wanted to speak to her, to warn her. Unfortunately, the young lady slipped through my fingers each time. Now I know why. She had every reason to be worried. What an idiot I was not to insist. I could have helped her.
Ok.
Were you able to recognize the prowler?
Unfortunately not, no. It was dark, and Lord Mortimer was waiting for me. I was not really paying attention anyway.
Ok. Controlliamo bene. Diario. Bonaparte. Immune a politica e persuasione. Teoricamente dovremmo utilizzare tutte e due. Sì, ok. Nemmeno un misero dettaglio?
Excuse me for insisting, but if you saw him or her, I'm sure you would have more information than that. It's just that you don't think it can be of help to me.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Was it a woman, for instance? Bearing in mind that all the women here wear whalebone dresses, which is rather noticeable.
A man, I should say. I don't recall seeing the silhouette of a dress.
You see, you saw many things, in fact.
Hang on. Laissez-moi réfléchir. Let me think a minute.
A wig? His height? The sound of his footsteps, maybe.
Ah, his height. Oui, somewhat imposing. A tall man, and straight. As for the rest, I don't know, Monsieur de Richet.
Not to worry. That's already quite a lot. Thank you for everything.
Ok.
Well, have we finished, monsieur?
Exactly. Thanks again for all your answers. Good day.
È bellissimo perché di fondo stiamo andando avanti proprio pezzo pezzo, proprio frammenti di discussioni e soprattutto di punti impiego. Ok, però se ci avanza un punticino voglio vedere se è stata violentata la ragazza, insomma. Non credo, ma mai dire mai, insomma. Oddio, tu e sto schifo. Che poi praticamente troviamo più il coso del terreno, come si chiama? Sì, del terreno, pure io. Il Tribulus terrestris, o comunque l'acqua di Melissa, che di fondo i cosi. Non mi viene il termine. Il miele, ecco. Che tristezza. Ho sentito qualche rumorino. Vabbè.
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
Ok, qualcuno entra. Oh, dove cazzo te ne vai tu? Tutto dritto. Qui che abbiamo?
The alchemist is a young man.
Già, ogni camera come sempre è fatta apposta per il proprio
The signs
locatore.
of obscurantism.
Nulla. Qui. Miele, grazie. Grazie.
The sorrows of young Werther. There's a handwritten text signed by von Werner on this first page. Dear Elizabeth, I know that this book is but a small token compared to the delightful moments you gave me, but I hope that this will nonetheless keep the memory alive. Your ever obedient servant. So, Volner had a relationship with Elizabeth. But that's hardly surprising given his fondness for the occult.
Credo che lo usava un po' come un feticcio, allora. Certo.
Golden elixir.
Fottiti, stronzo.
A table of alchemical symbols.
Però uno è cerchiato.
Someone circled the zinc symbol.
Zinco. Non ricordo di aver trovato zinco sulla scena
A
del
chest
film.
locked with a 4-letter code. Surely a word close to the owner's heart.
Già, modifica la prima lettera. A. Prima. Z. N. Seriamente, così semplice. Appunti misteriosi. Quanto misteriosi? Leviatano, Evelyn. Magari gli appunti misteriosi sono quelli di De Richet. Non lo escluderei. Ok, altra roba dell'occulto. Non mi sorprende comunque. Ok, lui è lì. Nulla. No. Non mi credi, ho sentito il rumore. Mi vuoi dire per il fatto di uscire fuori? Ho sentito il rumore di quando becchi qualcosa. Vabbè, adabo. Anche se ora non mi do pace fino a quando non lo ritrovo. Vabbè, fanculo. Voi nel mentre vi siete inculati gli occhi, ma chi se
A
ne frega.
fragment of amber.
Già.
The alchemist is an old man.
Ok, la sua vasca.
Devil's Thorn.
Ok.
A Byzant from the Byzantine Empire. A coin often used during the St. Louis era.
Ok, ora direi che possiamo parlare col nostro amichetto. Per quanto di fondo non abbiamo più un cazzo. Inteso di punti impiego.
What can I do for you, de Richet?
Monsieur, Lord Mortimer has appointed me to investigate the tragedy that befell us last night.
Oh, yes. It's horrible. Yes. How can I help, monsieur?
Dov'era la scuola? Più che altro andiamo so che aveva una
Excuse me for
relazione.
asking, but did you know Miss Adams?
Oh, she... not really, to tell the truth. No.
I found the Werther dedication, signed by your hand, monsieur. Would you like to change your version now?
Be careful, de Richet. Don't push your luck. My relationship with Miss Adams was pure and has nothing to do with you. Well, continue playing the detective as you see fit. But if I find the bastard who did that to Elizabeth, I will...
Yes!
I would have preferred a simple response, but I see I have my answer now.
Ok. Proviamo a usare il Tribulus. Ah, ecco, nulla di quello che abbiamo ci garantisce qualche vantaggio. Viaggi di Richet, Hilb, dove cazzo è Godi? No, non è Godi, non è lui. Invece è lui. Vulnerabilità e diversivi, ma non abbiamo diversivi. Proviamo ad andare di cattiveria.
Exactly how long had you been seeing her?
I have no reason to answer you.
I see. Is that what you want me to tell Lord Mortimer when he asks what I found out?
It's only been a few weeks.
La amavate? Proviamo
I get the
psicologia.
impression that your romance was over. Am I right?
So, what does it matter to you? I would never have attacked her, if that's what you're insinuating.
Who put an end to the relationship? You or her?
It was her. It was her. But what does that matter? We both agreed.
La amavate o la natura della vostra relazione? Non so quale. Non so, ma lui me lo vedo uno che è resistente alla manipolazione. Questo non ci costa niente.
You loved her, didn't you?
That is none of your damn business.
Your feelings betray you, sir.
So what? Yes, I loved her like a moth loves the flame of a candle.
Che poi alla fine viene
That's why
bruciata.
we could never be together.
Ecco. La natura della vostra relazione?
Please, tell me a little more about the nature of your relationship.
That is a personal matter, monsieur.
Yes, that is true. So, tell me.
All right. It was passion. That's why we couldn't stay together. It scared her.
Non è magari il fatto che lei a malapena aveva 20 anni e tu ne hai 50, amico mio. No, quello lo escludiamo a priori.
Where were you last night?
In my room. I read a few ancient manuscripts.
Aspetta, lui è debole e vulnerabile ai diversivi. Perché non l'ho usato prima?
Before going to bed, but I didn't stay.
Nel mentre che il nostro gioco è totalmente, assolutamente, in ogni forma, crashato, andiamo a dare un attimo quindi una reindagata da qui, visto che ci ha permesso di reiniziare il dialogo tra parentesi. È la prima volta che crash, man mano che andiamo avanti comincia a avere
Did
degli
you see how
intoppi.
many tattoos Miss Adams had on her?
Of course. Who wouldn't have noticed?
Yes, but I'm sure that an expert like yourself must have an opinion on the subject.
I do. She was seeking to imprison something inside her. Her own body had become a sort of prison.
She wanted to protect herself, is that what you're saying?
Elizabeth was a flame, a candle in the night. And like all candles in the night, she was surrounded by darkness, by her demons, call it what you will. One thing is for sure. She struggled against hell and high water not to let her flame go out.
Quindi ora rifaccio tutte quelle altre scelte. Ok, ora siamo... Gli ho chiesto dove era la scorsa notte.
I read a few ancient manuscripts before going to bed, but I didn't stay up long. I was tired.
Thank you kindly.
Ah, ok, non ci dice null'altro.
We finished. I'll have a look around and then take my
Do
leave.
whatever you have to do.
Ok, ho recuperato i 2 punti impiego non facendogli la domanda su manipolazione e sull'altro aspetto, semplicemente perché reputavo abbastanza inutili come sfondo. A quanto pare non ci ha detto nulla, ci ha ripetuto quello che potevamo ottenere con le altre versioni. Questa roba non che mi faccia particolarmente piacere, perché di fondo il fine è unico, ci sono vari mezzi per arrivarci. Non mi piace molto come stile di gioco, avrei preferito di più avere più stili per arrivare a più finali, non che di fondo tutte le cose portano allo stesso finale, perché del resto allora abbiamo sbagliato l'intera struttura del nostro personaggio, dal momento che noi ci dobbiamo specializzare fin dall'inizio unicamente sulle stesse abilità, fondamentalmente. Ad ogni modo, vediamo di ritornare un attimo nella stanza della signorina Adams, quindi da quella parte, per vedere se era stata violentata, dal momento che c'era la possibilità di vederlo. Poi direi che in mezzo a questo impasse di situazioni strane, argomenti, le acque si sono un po' confuse. Però diciamo che non saprei. Ci sono troppe persone che mentono, ecco, per darne una lettura chiara della situazione. Questo è sicuro. Una roba la volevo vedere. Non dirmi che ora mi fai tutto il dialogo di nuovo, ti prego, non farlo. Non abbiamo scienza. Analizziamo i rivoli di sangue.
The direction of the blood streaks caused by the wounds to the thorax show that she was standing when she lost blood. This proves that she was standing when she was assassinated, possibly held by someone or something.
Quindi c'erano 2 colpevoli. Vabbè,
More
guardando il
tattoos?
tatuaggio.
Similar to those on the rest of her body.
Ok, quindi ora una cosa è certa. Sappiamo per bene che lei Qui sono stati due, uno che l'ha mantenuta ferma e l'altra che l'ha uccisa. Non escluderei che Perù, dal momento da come l'ha detto, sia stato costretto a farlo. Ma non ne ho la certezza, non lo so. Di Mortimer. E informarlo del fatto che abbiamo raccolto molti indizi, ma pochi di questi sono chiari. Però Perù ha paura, porco Giuda. Perù. Cazzo di gigante armato e ambulante ha paura. Qualcosa chiaramente non torna. Non mi torna per un cazzo. Teoricamente avremmo anche... Questa scatola mica si apre? No. Teoricamente avremmo anche quella scatoletta con un codice, ma non so quale sarebbe. Da qualche parte ci dovrebbe essere una scatoletta. Eccola.
Which four-letter word could open this chest?
Che poi è anche sbagliato il coso, perché ad esempio nella casa dell'occultista era zinco, ma era 4 lettere, quindi era zinc. Non ha senso. Magari deriva dall'inglese. Quindi non saprei proprio dirti qual è la parola. Andiamo velocemente a parlare con Mortimer, sperando che ci manda a dormire e ci dà un po' più di punti. Un po' più di punti.
I've come to speak about the findings of the investigation, my lord.
I'm listening, Louis.
Ho degli indizi, ma preferisco non accusare nessuno.
I'm sorry, my lord, but I don't have any evidence conclusive enough to allow me to name the culprit with certitude.
Vidoc, che cazzo è? Vidoc. Hai trovato tutti gli indizi a seguito di tutte le piste durante l'indagine sulla morte di Elizabeth.
Really? I see. Well, that's your decision, Louis, and I accept it. Given the distinguished guests and the sensitive political issues involved at the conference, I trust you'll leave me to conclude the case in my own way. Right. It's time we spoke about your mother, Louis.
Lo fa spesso cosa? Non è scomparsa.
She isn't missing, you know.
What? What do you mean?
My mother has left traces in every nook and cranny of your island, my lord. She's definitely here. Now, what worries me most is why she doesn't show herself.
That doesn't make me feel any better, Louis.
What was the official reason why my mother came to your island?
I knew about your mother's activities, and yours, in the Golden Order.
Ok.
I thought we had everything to gain by working together.
You mean the canon deal with Monsieur Bonaparte?
Among others, yes. How did you hear about that?
Monsieur Bonaparte came to speak to me about it yesterday, during lunch.
I see. So impetuous.
Già.
He was supposed to let me speak to you about it first. Our friend Napoleon desperately needed financial backing to properly equip his army. I took it upon myself to back him because I have a firm conviction that he can go far.
We shall see. However, there's one thing that surprises me.
Mia madre vendeva armi.
Did my mother intend to finance a war? I'm not sure that I follow.
No, your mother's aim was not so much to partake in a war, but rather to make Monsieur Bonaparte accountable. France is in turmoil, and having the support of a military man can often come in handy, Louis. You'll see. Once this deal was closed, I had big plans for Sarah.
Such as what?
You see, I've invited several influential figures on my island to present them with a project at the conference. It will be presented later today. I thought that the Golden Order had a role to play, and I still think so. I was hoping Sarah would be able to join us.
I see.
Indeed, if by chance your mother decided not to return to us before the conference, would you do me the great honor of attending, if only to follow the deliberations while waiting for her to duly take her seat?
Why not? We shall see.
Ah, thank you so much. In this way, you'll be able to keep your mother informed of what he's said. There's something else I'd like to briefly go over. Earlier, you asked me the official reason for your mother's presence here. Is there an off-the-record reason why your mother came here?
Era alla ricerca di un acquirente.
She was looking for someone.
What do you mean?
In Paris, we were working on a smuggling case to do with occult objects. We had just arrested a dealer who intended to go to you to meet a buyer. My mother was here to find out to whom he intended to sell his stolen treasure.
Oh. What was the name of your dealer?
Ma sono gli stessi.
If I'm not mistaken, the dealer was called Von Brochet?
Name means nothing to me. There's something I still don't get.
Cioè?
In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
Ecco.
Her not coming back to the manor after so long makes me wonder if she's wary of someone.
Well, certainly. But whom? The only ones who were present during her stay were Sir Gregory, Duchess Hillsborough, Mr. von Wollner, and myself.
Forse proprio tu. Non saprei.
You forget Elizabeth Adams, my lord.
That's true. But Gregory and I arranged it so that they wouldn't run into each other. I thought it had worked. Do you think that your mother felt she was in danger because of Elizabeth?
No.
It's possible.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. At the beginning of her stay here, we enjoyed spending time together, solving the world's problems.
Di cosa parlavate insieme?
You seem to know my mother very well, my lord. What did you talk about together?
Oh, as soon as we had a little free time, we liked to share points of view about practically any subject. We would find ourselves embarked on interminable discussions that could go from Monsieur Blanchard's flight in a hot air balloon to the Treaty of Jassy, or the adoption of the metric system in France last year, or even Mr. Eli Whitney's invention in the United States.
Il trattato di Lassi.
The armistice between the Russians and the Turks. Russia's come out of it having officially won Crimea, which gives it direct access to the Black Sea.
And, at the same time, the Mediterranean Sea. I'm worried about the decisions Tsarina Catherine might decide to take. She's a woman who managed to get rid of her husband to accede to the upper reaches of power. Gaining access to the Mediterranean Sea remains her main objective. When she still had that dear Potemkin as her lover, I could always find out about her intentions, but those days are over.
Vabbè,
You're
nome
speaking of
impronunciabile.
Grigory Alexandrovich Potemkin?
The very man.
Ecco.
The little devil behind the mother of all Russians. Since his death, I know absolutely nothing of what the Tsarina is up to.
Oh, really?
Ah, yes. I didn't mean to shock you. Please forgive me. Let's just say that, in my position, it is often advantageous to know about the habits and customs of world leaders.
I'm surprised she didn't get you started on the Crusades. It was her favorite subject.
Are you joking? Sarah and I spent entire days together reliving them. It so happens that the Crusades are also my subject of predilection, especially the third. My ancestor distinguished himself brilliantly during the siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
Che palle, non abbiamo
Unfortunately,
edizioni.
my lord, the Crusades are not my chosen field.
Well, it doesn't matter. You have plenty of time to learn. Your mother is a very well-read woman. You're quite lucky to have her as a model, Louis.
Yes, I know, but I'm still very worried.
I must admit, there are worse things to worry about now, Louis.
What do you mean?
Since she disappeared, your mother has been seen once. Her behavior on the evening of your arrival greatly surprised Gregory and myself. She resurfaced to attack Emma, Emily Hillsborough's twin sister. And she shot her with a pistol. Then, before Gregory could intervene, she ran off.
Ma quindi la sorella è morta?
I beg your pardon? Hang on. That means my vision on the wharf, it was actually happening inside the manor. Mother shot Emily's sister? The very person she came looking for? Why would she do that? Excuse me, but between that and the childhood of Lady Adams, it's all a bit much for me to cope with. I need to piece it all together again to see things more clearly. You said that you spent a lot of time talking together at the beginning. What happened for that to change?
Io sospetto di
I'm afraid I
Mortimer,
have much to tell
ragazzi.
you. The more the days went by, the more she withdrew into herself. She never gave me an explanation, until the day came when she purely and simply disappeared.
Where did she go when she wanted to be alone?
She would shut herself away in a room we use as a box room upstairs.
Would you allow me to go there?
Naturally, Louis, of course. I'll send you a servant to open it.
Thank you.
That's all I can tell you about the disappearance of your mother, Louis. I would like to have been more helpful.
I shall stay on her trail and follow up any leads.
Thank you. We will meet later on to welcome our last guest. In the meantime, I shall get someone to open the box room upstairs for you.
Thank you.
Come se lui non fosse già andato dopo la morte.
The room is just opposite Mortimer's study.
Però c'è qualcosa che mi manca. Cioè, se mia madre si sentiva in pericolo, sarebbe andata direttamente a chiedere protezione a Lord Mortimer. Ma se tu temi proprio a causa di Lord Mortimer, tendi a essere distante dalla villa, perché un conto se aveva paura di, non so, butto di Perù, così, preso un nome a caso. Avrei voluto chiedere protezione a Lord Mortimer, però lei scappa così proprio perché sa che Lord Mortimer è il problema. Per questo non gli ho voluto dire che sospettava di lui. In seguito c'è anche la problematica dovuta al fatto che lui non ci ha accennato. Lui ha detto che aveva sparato la sorella di Emily, ma non ci ha accennato al fatto che, quindi se la visione è vera, lei era, uno, ferita, due, era anche col braccio fasciato, non aveva una cazzo di mano. Avrebbe dovuto dirmelo, invece non me l'ha detto. La questione si infittisce, ma fatto ciò, sono queste tormentate che tempo tiranno, ci becchiamo nel prossimo episodio.